Welcome to the 14th running of the American 700. The crowd is here, the stands are packed, and quite possibly the most important race in American stock car racing history is in front of us. As you know, the ARCSAW Elite Series has capitulated, and the future of American stock car racing is kind of up in the air, with a lot of the former ARCSAW drivers running over to Europe to do touring car racing. A lot of drivers that stayed in America are attempting this race. This is a one-off event. No points on the line this year. It's only for the victory and the glory of the American 700. This is a fantastic facility here at Auto Club Speedway. Just went through some track renovations, and this is an incredibly important event for the field today. We have four former winners in this field. Jacob Hart, Sean Perkins, DJ Curtis, and James Shelley will all take chances here to go for another victory in the American 700. It would be Sean Perkins' fourth American 700 in 14 runnings if he were to pull it off. Let us go to take a look at the 36 car of Sean Perkins. Sean Perkins is in the 36. There he is, going to be starting in the midfield here. Perkins, though, is a driver to watch today. However, all eyes are towards the front of the field, as there's Jacob Hart, the second winner, as Stanton Thaber is our pole sitter today, with Kenny Myatt, the legendary Kenny Myatt, starting on the outside of him. So, as you know, there is a different format this year. We're kind of going back to the old school way that the American 700 was run in segments. The first segment is, of course, going to be 125 laps, or 250 miles. Second segment will be likewise, and then the third segment will be a 100-mile dash, or will be a 200-mile dash for 100 laps. So the American 700 is going to be a very, very difficult and long race. There will be 1 hour of repair time in between each segment, and all cars that are one lap down will get their laps back. However, if you are two or more, you are immediately eliminated from the race. This is designed to cut down on lap traffic being a problem throughout the day. So without further ado, we will go to the back of the field, to the front of the field for the starting grid. Starting 42nd, we have Throckmorton, Wolfenschlegel, Steinhausen, Bergerdorf. I know that's quite a name, mouthful to say, but in his Chevy Impala, he will be starting 42nd, the German driver in the 227 Meow Mix car. I believe that car's attempted before. I'm not sure if it's ever made it, though, the American 700. On the inside in position 41, we have Victor Vidam. I know he tried attempting with that car last year and years past. Not sure if it made it either. On the next row up, we have Leanne Campana in the Team Amtrak car. That team attempted to qualify 3 cars last year. I don't think any of them made it. And now they have 2 cars in the race today. On the inside, you have Gatlin Downey in the Action Terra starting in position 39 in the Nissan GTR Nismo. Gonna be interesting to see how the Action Terra Brigade does well. The Indiana-based team is looking quite strong, or not as strong as they would like to be, but I have a feeling they could be rocketing up the order with the power of the car. On the outside, we have Randy Carr, a driver from Mississippi, driving the other Team Amtrak car. And on his inside, we have Philip Scott, a rookie out of driving for Team Voltic. Voltic has not been very strong today. Trek Tauger driving the Sargus in the 71 Walmart Sargus, going to have a great run hopefully for him. And on his inside, you got Dylan Young in car 22. On the outside, starting in position number 34, we have Steven Thompson driving the Drive to End Hunger BMW. And on his inside, you have the rookie sensation Nikki Christensen driving the 31 car for the GoDaddy 31 car. Gonna be interesting to see how she handles herself in this race. On the outside, in position 33, I'm sorry, that should be, not sure why he's on the outside there. oh yeah, he's 32, I'm sorry, is Noah Hart driving the Toyota Camry. Hart did not qualify very well today and has had a lot of problems with that car this weekend. Hopefully, they've done a lot of work in there. They have replaced an engine, which you are allowed to do, and it will be interesting to see if that will help Hart out throughout the weekend. And we have the other Voltic starting position 31 with Zayden Davidson. Alex Constantine is the lowest of the 3 Silver Speeds in the field. Of course, these are older Silver Speed cars. Alex Constantine driving the 82 Fox News Channel car. And on his inside, you have Ivan Brazenkov. Brazenkov's done this race numerous times before, and we are going to see if he can actually get something with the 67 car. I believe he's actually tried to run that car before. Joshua Michaels is driving Alan Cavagnaro's pole-sitting car from a few years ago. Michaels is, I believe, run this race numerous times before. And Billy Bishop. Billy Bishop, we haven't heard his name in a while. He won the Indy 250 way back in, gosh, almost 18 years ago now. And driving the Infiniti G35 Red Bull car. He's never attempted the American 700, so he is considered a rookie. And on the outside, in position number 26, we have Sorelli Barakadid. Barakadid is a notable driver who we've seen before. And Alex Rowe in a Silver Speed car, the King Baxter Casino and Hotel Dodge Challenger will be starting 25th. We have our first former victor in the American 700, Sean Perkins, the 3-time American 700 winner. He won in the 3rd running, the 7th running, and the 9th running of the American 700. Can he win the 14th running? That's going to be the question today. And on his inside, we have the final of the Silver Speed Challengers, being Eric Monaco in the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Dodge Challenger. On the outside, we have the first of the Menards Roush racing cars of Julio Cesar, the Brazilian driver, our rookie, who is doing a very good job. And we have another rookie on the inside, being Nathan Orman in the Rust-eze 95 Camaro. Nice to see that Lightning McQueen scheme on the grid. Grayson Acevedo will be starting in the 20th position. We're now into the top 20 in the KR Subaru. The Subaru team has brought some new equipment this year. And on the inside, you have Samet Ozakin driving the other Red Bull, starting in position number 19. Position 18, we have the lowest qualifiers of the Porsche Brigade. This is Allie Nelson in the 13 car. Haven't seen that name in a while either. And on the inside, you have Madeline Myatt in the Petronas Honda. That car used to be driven by Kyle Bichelia, maybe, back in the day? It's been a while since we've seen that car on the grid. On the outside, in position number 16, we have Do It For Dale Jr. And Do It For Dale Jr. is going to be doing a fantastic job, I believe, in the Budweiser 888 car. And on his inside, you have Zachary Fitzwater, the flying Australian, going to be a very interesting car to watch, starting in 15th. Forsyth Pendleton Jr. will be driving, or Forsyth Pendleton III, I'm sorry, will be driving the 20 Toyota Camry in the 20 car. Good to see that car on the grid. I believe that is a Toyota development car. However, I am kind of paired up with Joshua Michaels, these cars are. However, I believe that team is getting some FBR help. And on his inside, we have Florian Skimeta, a rookie from Germany, driving another Porsche. Great to see Skimeta starting 13th. The next row is an all DNC row of Sean Angel and James Shelley in the 2 DNC cars. Great to see them both on the grid trying to compete for this American 700. James Shelley was the winner of the 10th American 700. So James Shelley's going to try and get his 2nd American 700 victory. Now we're into the top 10. This is Ethan Moore driving the Fordale Enterprises Incorporated car. This is car number 66 for Home Depot. And on the inside, you have DJ Curtis driving a prototype Honda. Gonna see a brand new Honda on the grid. This is kind of affiliated with the Mayats, with the Petronas cars. However, not really as much. Honda's just kind of entering that car with DJ Curtis. The second of the two Menards Roush racing cars. Actually, this one's sponsored by Love's. Is Scott Roush himself. Scott Roush nearly won the American 700 last season and is looking to do a great job today. And on his inside, you have the Nebula Porsche of Tristan Wilhoit. The Porsches look very strong today. It wouldn't surprise me if you might see one of those in victory lane tonight. On to row number 3. It's an all FBR third row with Jacob Hart, the second American 700 victor and quite possibly the biggest loser in ARCSAW not being around this year, Jesse Turner, the ARCSAW Lights champion last year. We're going to be interested to see if Jesse Turner can, one of the young American talents there, Jesse Turner, can he turn that into a victory in the American 700? I don't know about that. Tyler Thaber is starting on the outside of the second row in the Montclair State University Sabara Sport Dodge SRT Charger. And on his inside, you have the final of the FEI cars, Brian Moorer in the 33 DeWalt car. And on the front row, we have Kenny Myatt in the Petronas Honda looking to finally get that American 700 victory as the three-time ARCSAW Elite Series champion looking for an American 700 victory. And the pole sitter, Stanton Thaber, in the other Sabara Sport Dodge Charger. These cars were effectively bought last year. These were Silver Speed cars, which they were planning on running the American 700 with these two cars. Sabara Sport was, however, when the cars got impounded, Silver Speed lost their Season 25 cars, so they had to go back to older cars. So Sabara Sport probably is the best running Dodge team right now. With that being said, those are your 42 drivers trying to take on the crucible of motorsports, the American 700. We will see who will be standing in victory lane at the end of 700 miles of racing. Let's go to the green. And now, the field of 42 rolls off onto the banking here at the Auto Club Speedway here in Fontana, California. This will be a race of adrenaline and attrition, we think. If anything, if last year's was anything like if this year's is anything like last year's, it's going to be an attrition-filled race. I think we set a caution record with like 15 cautions last year. Which one of these 42 will write their names in history? A lot of drivers that have never started an American 700 before, and a lot of cars that really haven't either. So this is going to be one of the more strange American 700s in history. I am looking forward, though, to whoever can pull this victory off. Considering this is a one-off race, there will be no points awarded for this race because there's no series that goes along with it. So now, I have to ask you, and all these 42 drivers out there, this is quite possibly the most important American stock car race in motorsports history. Which one of these drivers will pull it off, and will it live up to the hype that it needs to? The green flag is out, and the American 700 is underway. And here we go. We've already got Scott Roush already trying to look 4 wide in the back, with, I believe, Ethan Moore's trying to get going here. Thaber didn't exactly get a great start there. Jesse Turner's already trying to look underneath Maurer a little bit there. And Tyler Thaber got held up behind the 9 car, and we're already 3 wide. We do not want to see a huge wreck early on in this race because that means there won't be many cars left for the remaining bit of the race. One of the keys to this race is you have to survive the early segments of this race. Oh, DJ Curtis getting a little bit shaky there. Surprisingly, I think everybody made it through the first lap, as it looks like Kenny Myatt and Stan Thaber. It looks like it's going to be Stan Thaber coming across line, and Alex Constantine already with problems, as it is as Myatt goes to the lead of the race. Constantine had something go wrong with his car. Oh, a tire going down on the first lap, and he's already going to be in the hole. Now remember, you can go 1 lap down. You just cannot go 2 laps down in this race. Here, keep in mind, the first segment is only 250 miles. It's going to be Stan Thaber coming right back across the line again to lead the second lap. Tyler Thaber now is going underneath Kenny Myatt, the uncle of Stan Thaber. now trying to take over the lead of the race. Oh, we've got some 4 wide in the back. That is the 2 Porsches in the middle, the KR Subaru in the inside, and Forsyth Pendleton in the outside lane. As the field rockets on the backstretch, Tyler Thaber now to the lead of the race. So we are seeing this battle really heat up here. Tyler Thaber to the lead as Alex Constantine is back out on track. Tyler Thaber is our first new leader of the race. However, the Cibara Sport 1-2 will not last that long as Jesse Turner now is trying to go underneath. Stan Thaber for second, not going to get it though there. It is still a Cibara Sport 1-2. At the front of the field, the 441 and 440 lead this race. Jesse Turner is trying his hardest in third position to try and get a move going here. He has no teammates around him. Jacob Hart's a little bit further back, and his teammate Noah Hart is moving up the order at 28th position, but still not doing as well as I think he would be liking to. Jesse Turner once again is trying to the inside, but not going to make it stick that time either. However, Jacob Hart, his teammate now, is coming up through the field at a quick rate here, trying to get behind Jesse Turner, trying to get 4th position away here from Marr, as this is going to be a very important battle. Oh, DJ Curtis looking low, though. Don't want to get too close there with DJ there. 4 wide for 5th position, or for 4th position this is. And this is where things get very, very sketchy here. Down the backstretch here at the Auto Club Speedway. I believe DJ Curtis has backed out of it, as he should. Oh, Jacob Hart nearly makes contact with the 9 of Myatt. That could have been tears for a lot of people there. Wolfenschlegel, Steinhausen, Bergerdorf, Vidam, and Tauger have all lost the lead pack. They're going to be hoping for an early yellow, I believe, to try and stay in contention, or they might be doing that intentionally right now. We've also got some cars dropping to the back as well. Drivers like Ivan Brazenkov. The 2 Voltics have not been very quick as it is. Stephen Thompson's back there. Dylan Young, Nikki Christensen, and Gatlin Downey back there. Madeline Myatt also dropped as far back as she possibly could as well. 4 wide on the track now. Midfield. Alex Rose probably got to back out of this one. Yes, he is. That could have ended in tears there early on in this American 700. We are not far into this race at all here, and this is where things are just oh so critical for drivers just to get through this first stage of this race without doing something to drastically hurt your chances later on. Jesse Turner once again trying for 2nd position on the grid. This time he actually got a better run off the corner, but he doesn't have any drafting help. Now he might have Marr going with him, but he's going to stick up on the high line with Myatt here. Marr is trying to go for 4th and 3rd right now, but Marr is not going to get it there. Got to be very careful with your moves there if you're Brian Marr. The Red Bulls of Samet Ozkin and Billy Bishop have worked their way through the field. Remember, they started back in 19th and in 27th, respectively. They're both in the top 10 right now. So that's something to watch out for here. Bishop, actually, I'm sorry, is running 11th, but they're both fighting in the top, or fighting for top 10 positions, and Bishop is going to get into the top 10 right there. So watch those Red Bulls as they rocket through this field as well, as the field is starting to spread out a little bit here. String themselves out, but this is kind of the racing we're expecting today. Is it's not the most packed, but it is spread out a little bit here, but it is kind of difficult to make moves, as you can see, as the 2 Cibara Sports are just kind of controlling this race right now. However, Jesse Turner finally would make a move around Stan Thaber here and clear him on the back straight. Oh, not cleared him yet. Still hasn't cleared him. And Stan Thaber is going to pull alongside once again here. And is Thaber going to get the you can see the spot? Doesn't look like it here. It looks like they're sticking to their strategy. Uncle and nephew are sticking to their strategy here. Turner will get 2nd position there. However, it's still going to, I think, fall back to the 441 car here, unless if, oh, Turner's got a teammate behind him, though. That's Jacob Hart there. The 2nd American 700 victor is going to try his best to shove Jesse Turner past the Cibara Sport. But those Cibara Sports are very quick, and now you're seeing 4 wide now as Jacob Hart had to go underneath Jesse Turner. Kind of didn't expect where Turner was going there, and Billy Bishop's looking underneath Hart for the spot as well. As the field rockets around this 2-mile circuit, James Shelley now is in the 5th position, working his way up the order. Remember, Shelley started back in 11th. And here we go once again. As, ooh, looks like now, I forgot to mention that they did get by the 440 there. However, the 2 FBRs did. However, the 440's trying to fight back now. And this is where the FBR cars are trying their hardest to hold their spots. This pack back here is very, very tight right now. And it's very scary to watch them kind of maneuver around this track. However, they are seeming to do this safely. However, there's been a couple of sketchy moments back here with Ace Vito, Ethan Moore, Sean Angel, Captain Aggression back there. Nathan Werman's made a couple of really bold moves. And right now, you just can't seem to get up the order right now if you're in the middle of the pack. Jacob Hart now is going for the lead on Tyler Thaber. And this could be a huge battle here, as Jacob Hart has won this race before, one of the more experienced drivers on the grid. Hart now is underneath Tyler Thaber, fighting for the lead of this race, and not going to get it, it looks like. Thaber just has enough speed on the outside there, and it looks like Thaber is going to hold the spot. Billy Bishop also in the leading group now as well. Jesse Turner and Jacob Hart now are fighting for 2nd position now, as this battle continues to heat up here. As, ooh, looks like the 441 now is trying to get back up the order. However, he lost a ton of momentum in the middle of the corner there, as Tyler Thaber continues to lead this race. I'm sorry, that's the 440 back there. 441's leading. You have 2 Red Bulls, 2 FBRs at the front of the field as well, trying to chase down Tyler Thaber in the Sibara Sport car. I'm very interested to see how that's turning out. I'm also going to look for former cars that have done very well in this race in the past. Alex Rowe's car ran this race last year. Eric Monaco as well ran in this race, however, with the Reddit Team Davis team. I believe they're racing in Europe as well. Silver Speed lost out big by selling those cars, as right now it's a very tight-knit battle here. However, like I said, this field is drinking out a little bit. Stan Thaber now is about to fall outside of the top 10. Thaber has done pretty well today, however, just in the natural aggression of the battle is losing out some spots here. Ooh, look at Ethan Moore trying way down low, and Scott Roush kind of bobbled there in the middle of the corner. You gotta be so careful when you're in these packs, because one mistake can wipe out your entire field around you. Trek Tauger might be down a cylinder of some sort right here. However, we are unaware of that. He has lost even Throckmorton, Wolfenschlegel, Steinhausen, Bergerdorf, and Victor Vadam, as Alex Constantine is, like I said, still a lap down. However, he is right now quicker than some of these cars on the track, so watch out for Constantine if he can get back onto the lead lap. Jesse Turner slides high and loses out a couple of spots there, I believe, to Jacob Hart, and now Billy Bishop slots into 3rd, as Jesse Turner is looking like he's losing some of the handling on that car there, and files into 3rd. DJ Curtis is now in 5th position. I'm sorry, Jesse Turner's in 4th, my bad, from 3rd, as Billy Bishop's into 3rd. So far, there have only been 2 leaders in this race, and they've both had the last name of Thaber, as Tyler Thaber continues to lead this race, and he looks pretty much well perched up there without anybody really fighting him right now. However, they are a 1.5 seconds slower than what they started with, so tire fall-off is an issue here as well. Jacob Hart, however, is going to try and fix that issue there. However, he has no speed right now to the center of the corner. He tried to make a move, but didn't seem like it wanted to work. And now as the tires are falling off, you can see that the field is spreading out here. Billy Bishop has been one of the more aggressive drivers on this run. However, Bishop is struggling mightily trying to get by somebody. You can't really pass on the low line. It's very much like an American 700 a number of years ago, kind of, where you can't really seem to get the inside to work really well. Billy Bishop has been trying and looking for 2nd position, however, it really hasn't worked out well for him because Jacob Hart's just been cutting off all the air that Bishop can use and all the momentum that Bishop can use to try and take over second position. Jacob Hart is playing a very masterful race, just trying to hold on to second, because right now he doesn't seem all that enthused. He's trying to go after Tyler Faber here. However, Bishop is trying once again down low, and this time Bishop is sticking a little bit better than he was, but still not good enough to take the spot. However, Faber and Bishop are going to bring it down pit road. Hart and a couple other drivers stay out. Throckmorton, Wolfenschlegel, Steinhausen, Bergerdorf are all in the pits, along with a couple of other drivers as well. That's Victor Vidam there, and we're going to see who can make it around cleanly as Hart, Ozkin, Myatt, Roush, Monaco, Ace Vito, Angel, Ormond, Caesar, Fitzwater, Pendleton, Perkins, Barracketed, Fordale, Rowe, Hart, Michaels, Nelson, and Matty Myatt are still out there, as a couple more cars are staying out a little longer here. I don't know if I like the idea of staying out longer here, unless you're trying to catch a caution. Ozkin is out there as, Thaber gets in front of Bishop there. Jacob Hart, I believe, has pitted, as Ozkin leads this race now, as there's Wolfenschlegel, Steinhausen, Bergerdorf, and Vidam just coming out of the pits there. Ozkin, and then they basically have to pit now. Ozkin and Roush pretty much have to. If they stay out anymore, I'd be shocked. Noah Hart's staying out a long time as well. I'm thinking Hart's car's not exactly handling the best, and therefore this would help him out a bit here, as there's Tyler Thaber and Billy Bishop now at the front of this field. We're going to see if Bishop can make the move finally here on the 441 there, as Jacob Hart lost a ton of time there. This is where things are going to get very creative here for some of these drivers, as Merrick Monaco's coming out. Looks like the big gain there has so far been James Shelley. They're 3 wide there. That's with Trek Tauger. Tauger's going a lap down, and Billy Bishop makes the move on Thaber, so Bishop might preliminarily grab the lead of this race. Great to see a new leader that isn't named Thaber on track, and, well, there's Ozkin, his teammate, and now Bishop essentially has now taken over the lead of the race. However, Thaber's fighting back on the inside. Maybe he won't let Bishop lead this race, as Thaber is down there. It's all going to be down to Bishop now. It looks like James Shelley's going to slot into third position here, as Bishop, I believe, has the preferred line. However, Bishop gives Thaber a little too much room down there, and Thaber can actually use that and make the move stick, and Thaber is not going to let Bishop lead a lap. Thaber continues to lead. However, Bishop has the preferred line on the outside, because Thaber hasn't cleared him. Bishop is taking a very, very high line there, and it's not seeming to work for him very well. Another huge benefactor has been Eric Monaco. He is up to 7th position in this race right now, and Monaco is right now very, very quick, and so far this race has been quite tame, actually. Big losers, I'm going through the order here. Biggest losers so far: Ozkin lost a bunch, Maurer, Stan Thaber's down to 13th. Sean Perkins gained a couple of spots there. Biggest loser probably has to go to, the 60 of Roush. Roush down to 28th position. That isn't a good run for him. As I'm going through the order, I think, definitely Scott Roush is the biggest loser on that pit strategy. Just didn't seem to work out well for him, as right now Thaber and Bishop lead this race over James Shelley and DJ Kirk. Bishop is trying for the lead now on Thaber. This is an on-track move here, and this is what James Shelley probably wants to see if he wants to get into this lead battle. However, it really doesn't matter right now, as it's still early in this race. However, it looks like Bishop actually is getting the inside to work a little bit here. Will Thaber get a run off the corner? No! New leader, Billy Bishop. However, how long will he hold it? Will he only get one lap out of it here? Looks like it here is... Bishop kind of sawed it in there, and maybe is going to hold that spot there. Bishop makes the move work and gets in front of Tyler Thaber. However, now Thaber's trying the inside line to try and take the spot back. Very, very close quarters racing here at the Auto Club Speedway with the lead switching back and forth. This is what James Shelley and DJ Curtis want to see as well. Billy Bishop holds the spot for now. However, Will Faber saw it down like Bishop did. No, it looks like, well, actually, I thought he was going to lose it there, but somehow he saved it a little bit there and saved some momentum. And now he's got drafting help from DJ Curtis. Unless Curtis himself's going to go for the lead. Or I'm sorry, that's not Curtis, that is James Shelley, my bad. James Shelley's trying for the lead, not going to get it though. And that sets up DJ Curtis trying to take over third position now. I don't know if he's going to get it though. That prototype Honda is quick though. The winner of the 5th American 700 now and the winner of the 10th American 700 are battling for third position here. Behind them, you've got Jesse Turner, Jacob Hart, and Eric Monaco with the lap car of Tauger, all trying their best to get through the field right now. Bishop continues to lead as Shelley now is trying to hold down underneath Tyler Faber there. I don't know if that's going to work out well for him, though, right now. As we're going to see right here. Looks like Shelley gets a good run through the center of the corner. Can he clear the 441? Looks like it, actually. So second place goes to James Shelley. And now Shelley's going for the lead on Billy Bishop. Here we go. Down low. Shelley is diving in there. I don't think he's going to get it this time because passes do take a little bit of time to develop around here. Very long-winded track. You've got to kind of play your cards right. They're coming up to the lap car of Wolfenschlegel, Steinhausen, Bergerdorf. And, Shelley now trying down low. I don't know if he's going to clear him. Definitely not going to clear him, but will he lead the lap is the big question. That was a close battle across the line, but I think Bishop got it. Bishop led the lap by 2/1000ths of a second. However, James Shelley now will slot into the lead of the race now as he's coming up on Throckmorton, Wolfenschlegel, Steinhausen, Bergerdorf. Gosh, that name's driving me nuts today, but we're going to see what happens here with the 227 as James Shelley now goes underneath and takes over the official lead of the race. DJ Curtis is trying to make a move on the 441 car. Looks like that's going to work. Jesse Turner following him here. 441 got held up by the 227, and it looks like a couple of cars are going to take advantage and get by there. Curtis now trying low on second for Bishop's position, trying for second down low on Bishop. Not going to get it, though, that time. DJ Curtis now looking again down low on the 8. Not going to get it, though, in the 009. And it's going to fall back to the 8 car once again as the 2 of Shelley is going to catch up to the 30 car here. So that's going to be interesting to watch. One of the big gainers so far has been Noah Hart. However, some of the big losers have been kind of in this pack. The biggest loser's been Stanton Thaber. Thaber has been stuck behind Wolfenschlegel, Steinhausen, Bergerdorf, and hasn't been able to make moves around anybody. Fell from 16th to 23rd in a lap, as he's now got to try and get back by Forsyth Pendleton III, Julio Caesar, and Sean Angel. Angel's teammates leading this race, so you can't be too happy about that. As, 3 wide for the second position, however, it doesn't seem to work out well, as Bishop's pretty much got a stranglehold on it right now, as the leaders are going to be coming up to Stephen Thompson to lap him. Now remember, you can go 1 lap down. It's just when you go 2 laps down, it's your problem. The only driver kind of in jeopardy of that is last place driver Alex Constantine, and he is kind of in a pack, so it'll be a while before they catch him. James Shelley's had a lot of issues getting around Stephen Thompson, and therefore that's actually brought Billy Bishop right up to him here. And Bishop now, who has a little bit better tires than Shelley, is now got to try and get by him here. I don't necessarily know if that's going to be the easiest thing to do here. Now, it looks like actually DJ Curtis sold Bishop a little bit of a blinker there and is now trying to get second away as Shelley's trying to take over the lead of this race here. Very, very convoluted race right now with different how everybody's racing. No cautions in this race yet either. 70 laps in and not a caution. We're past 100 miles, obviously, as well. And there must be something major wrong with Stanton Thaber. Actually, Stanton Thaber's already pitted, so there actually have some cars come down pit road a bit here. As we're going to look at the front of the field as James Shelley's bringing it down here. Looks like Ozkin's staying out. Bishop and Maurer are staying out as well, and it looks like a lot of the leaders are staying out. Ozkin got in front of Bishop somehow. Not exactly sure how that one happened, but as we've got some cars pitting now, so actually I believe we actually had some on the last cycle as well, so here we go again for pit stops here. We've gone 2 full cycles without caution, so it's a Red Bull 1-2 at the front of the field, although Ozkin's got a pretty big lead right now. Bishop, Thaber, and Maurer are coming into the pits. Looks like the 9 of Kenny Myatt and Ozkin are staying out, actually, as they're trying to lap Zayden Davidson. Just got to be really careful on the pit road here, just to make sure that we don't cause an accident to bring out a yellow flag. Don't really want to do that, do we? Ozkin once again stays out. However, Myatt and the rest of the group is coming in. Pendleton stays out as well, with Hart and with Scott Roush. So it's all coming down to pit stop strategy now, everyone. And this is where things get interesting. Here's Billy Bishop, and you're going to see the pack kind of race by him there. That's Jesse Turner, Victor Vadan, the lapped car, and a couple other cars have gotten by here. Stanton Thaber, one of the big name ones here, who is playing his cards correctly here. Last thing anybody really wanted to see was caution, so that's kind of good for the ones that came in right there, or early there, as James Shelley now has a pretty big lead, actually, right now. Oh, nearly a wreck there with the Scott Roush, though. Roush nearly chopped off the, what was that? Nearly chopped off the, 2 there. Roush still hasn't pitted. That's the reason why. Roush is the last car to bring it down pit road, because I think they're wondering about fuel mileage at the end of this stage. So, at the end of the segment, so Roush is staying out a lot longer than anybody else. So the leader is still James Shelley, but now second position is now a, actually it's a battle. Well, Jesse Turner's getting by a bunch of lapped cars. Oh boy, 4 wide for third. Don't want to do that too often there. Wow, Florian Scametta is in the lead group, as is Sorelli bracketed, so we're seeing some pit strategy really help some of these drivers out in stage 1. Jesse Turner is about 0.2 of a second quicker than race leader James Shelley, so Turner is reeling in the driver of car number 2, DJ Curtis, as well, as the pack is starting to kind of work together now to try and catch the leading 2. We know there's probably going to be another pit stop at the end of the segment, unless if Scott Roush likes to play games here, and that could screw over a couple of cars and eliminate people, because Roush, like I said, he is right now in a position where he might be able to make it to the end of the segment without pitting again. It's going to be a stretch, but I think Roush could do it. Jesse Turner now is really closing in now on I'm almost calling Tyler Faber. That's the car Faber drove last year, but James Shelley in the 2 car. And now the 19 and the 2 are going to do battle, I think, for the lead here. Turner has never led the American 700, so we'll see if he can take the lead away. Nicky Christensen is under threat of going a lap down. However, we should give an update to 42nd position, who is now Throckmorton, Wolfenschlegel, Steinhausen, Bergerdorf, as Constantine has now passed him on track. But at this stage, if we keep green and nobody falls out, we might have all 42 starting segment 2. Turner now is going for the lead on James Shelley, I'm sorry, as James Shelley now is trying to slam the door though on the 19, but the 19 is there. Oh, and this is going to be car 19 leading this lap, I believe. New leader Jesse Turner at the front of this race. And now, as you can see, James Shelley has slid wide there, and now DJ Curtis has taken over second position in this race. And now here comes Billy Bishop as well. They're 3 wide with the lapped car of Nicky Christensen there, As, oh, here comes the 8, looking way down low on the 009, but not going to make it work as Jesse Turner leads the American 700 as there's Ivan Brazenkopf holding on tight. The lap car of Ivan Brazenkopf now is the next car for the leader to deal with here. Only going 1 lap down, so he will be all right. He will be all right to get a lap back. However, here comes Jesse Turner onto the scene, and now if you're Throckmorton, Wolfenschlegel, Steinhausen, Bergerdorf, you're starting to get a little concerned because he is actually... Oh, he blew up! Never mind that! I'd be very concerned if I'm him. He's going to be the first car out of the race as Wolfenschlegel, Steinhausen, Bergerdorf has grenaded the motor on the 227 car. And will that be the first caution of the race? I don't know because he looks like he got it off the track pretty quickly there, but Throckmorton, Wolfenschlegel, Steinhausen, Bergerdorf is out of the race, or will be out of the race, and that will be one less mouthful of a name on the track. Jesse Turner's bringing it down pit road here. James Shelley and DJ Curtis, Tyler Favors stay out. It looks like Turner's coming in very early and short pitting here. This is a risky game here. If there's a caution, Jesse Turner and Billy Bishop are playing this very, very risky. I don't know if I like that move if I'm those 2 drivers. However, that puts driver James Shelley back in the lead of this race as Tyler Favors now going for the lead of the race. Oh, we got a crash on track. That is a bunch of cars in it. Matty Myatt's in it. Roush is in it. Noah Hart's in it. Christensen's in it. And we've got a caution out on the track. Yeah, the 31 would get turned by the 9 here, and that's when the 13, oh, this is the big one right here, boys and girls. Forsyth Pendleton's in it, and oh boy, oh, and then Scott Roush, just where Matty Myatt was, could not avoid there, and luckily for some of these drivers that can continue onwards, this is late in the run, but there was also an incident with one of the, I think the 59, no, it was the 32, I'm sorry, got into Christensen there, and the 5 and the 32 got into an accident as well. The 5 went around. Oh, Billy Bishop was in it now too. There was another wreck a little further back. So there was a second incident at the same time with the 32 was, I think, either in a wreck with the 31 car, and that slowed her up, and that caused another incident with Billy Bishop. Yeah, there was an incident between the 31 and the 32, but then the 9 turned the 31, and that's when more cars got involved. Dylan Young was in it, and I think Young would actually get away relatively unscathed here, but a lot of damage in this wreck. We're on board with Scott Roush here as he's trying to find... Oh, man, that's a lot of smoke, and that's, well, nowhere to go for Roush there. There's Noah Hart, who we thought was going to be a race-winning contender. We heard he was running. We're on board with Noah Hart. You're going to see Christensen right there just come up the field. And, Hart thought he missed it, but then hit the 20 of Forsyth Pendleton, the 3rd. And, well, that's his American 700 over right there. There's Scott Roush as well. Ooh, the 189 came in there, too. We're on board with the 31 here, and, well, just nowhere for the 13 of Allie Nelson to go there, and just... everybody starts running over each other, really. So the 32 and the 31 earlier got into a wreck together, and we missed it. That caused a backup where the 31 would then come down, where the 31's trying to get to the pits and came down on Kenny Myatt, and that just set off a huge chain reaction in front of the field here. Steven Thompson got lucky missing this one because, believe it or not, that's a lot of smoke in front of the field. He just went to the high line and missed it all, but barely missed the 22 of Dylan Young. Oh, under yellow, Grayson Ace Vito would break down here. This isn't good for Ace Vito, and he lost all power, and he can't cut down the track. His cars are coming. Oh, Eric Monaco hits him! And Julio Caesar! And that's 2 more cars out of the race as well, so... oh boy, we're not going to have many left after that one, after lap 109. Just a little update here. Remember when I said that we could have all 42 cars make it to the end? Well, of this segment? Well, that's not going to happen now, as we're going to be down to, it looks like, about 25 going on to Segment 2, as we had a simply massive accident take out a lot of cars here, as Jesse Turner is going to lead for 15 more laps of this segment, or is going to lead back to the green here. There's Do It for Dale Jr. there. He had to get the hood knocked off because of debris hitting it, I believe. So he's going to be slow, and all his job is now not to go 2 laps down by the end of this segment. So that's his only goal now, is to go, oh boy, here we go. Alex Constantine trying to get a lap back here. A lot of cars will lap down because of the way that the pit stop strategy worked. Just everyone's trying to make sure they don't go more than a second lap down. Everybody's 1 lap down as it is right now that's still in this race or is on the lead lap here. Oh, we got another car broken down on the apron. That is Victor Vidan coasting back, so he's done. As well, he can't make it to the pits either. He's only going 10 miles an hour, so we got another car falling out of this race as Alex Constantine's trying to get his... Oh, no, but Jesse Turner's a lap down, too. So, leader of this race is actually Joshua Michaels right now. So, they've right now got their lap back. Is Ozkin on the... Ozkin should be on the lead lap. No, Ozkin is on the lead lap. Yes, he's one of the later pitters. Oh, that's a close 3 wide there. Oh, Turner's got a pit! He's got a tire going down. So, another car that could possibly have won this race now is in humongous trouble. So Turner's a second lap down now, and Ivan Brazenkopf is 2 laps down. However, he is right now with the O2 car. He's got to get by the O2 car to stay in this race. Brazenkopf does. Jesse Turner, way back in position back there, is hoping for a caution of some type so that he can get back in this race because he had a tire go down, and because of that caution, that's going to cost him. Oh boy, so this race just got very topsy-turvy. And there ain't a whole lot of cars in this race that we thought would be in this race at the end of this one, but because that wreck took out a lot of cars we thought were going to be very strong throughout this day. Coming to 1 to go in the segment, Samet Ozkin is doing his best to make this easy, as it looks like Jesse Turner and Ivan Brazenkopf will get cut here. Brazenkopf's nowhere near the front of that pack, and Jesse Turner, who was leading earlier, got screwed over by a caution and pit strategy. I mean, that's the nature of the game right there. Turner's not going to be able to stay in this race, as some other cars that probably shouldn't be are going to stay in this race. But that's... Oh, DJ Curtis and the 12 of Will Hoyt had to pit. However, they were smart in doing it the way they did, as Ozkin takes the green checkered there, as Will Hoyt will not go a lap down because of it. Neither will DJ Curtis, but they had tires going down as well. So we're down to 22 cars left for the remaining 500 and so miles of this race. Not exactly what we thought the American 700 would be like this year, because it was looking so well there. For the remaining 450 miles, there's only going to be 22 cars contending in this race. Ivan Brazenkopf and Jesse Turner got cut for that race there as well. The order will be lined up as Ozkin, Michaels, Marr, Fitzwater, Angel, Shelley, Myatt, Hart, Thaber, Perkins, Campana, Downey, Ormond, Fordale, Curtis, Will Hoyt, Constantine, Thaber, Rowe, Davidson, Tauger, and Thompson in that order. We go back to green. However, there are some cars that need some work done on it. They are very concerned about, I believe, Orman's car, actually. Orman's car did not look very good at the end of that section, but apparently they've got a plan worked out in this hour. They've been working on it since the accidents. Ormond, I don't think Ormond was involved in the wreck, but he had some pit road contact. And so there's going to be a lot of repair work going on in this segment.